So this is a Craftsman self-propelled lawnmower. I got this from a neighbor off of the Nextdoor app on my phone, and he said it was actually running, but like all of these Briggs & Strattons, when they've been sitting for a while, they kind of gum up with the carburetor, and they won't really run all that well, especially these easy start ones with the automatic choke. They are pretty easy to fix. Obviously it does need a bath, but there's two other mowers that are currently in front of it right now. So when I'm done with this, obviously I'll clean it up and get you guys at the end of the video. So it's good that it has the bag with it, because that actually boosts the value significantly. Air filter's in good shape. That's good. So I want to actually replace this because it's really in almost perfect condition. So we'll save that. Now we're going to pull these 3 bolts. And this gasket has pretty much been destroyed, so we will be replacing that. Also, it looks like, I haven't seen this before, but looks like another PCV line that comes off the tank and feeds right into the filter box. Looks like we're going to have to pull the beauty cover off. That's easy enough. Just let that sit. It's nice and floppy like it should be. So I'm going to pull the vane off of the carb. This fuel line's actually in really good condition, so there's no reason to replace that. All right. Inside of the carburetor is actually pretty clean. This thing might just need that bolt cleaned out. The O-ring's still in good condition. We'll leave that there. We'll meet you guys at the bench. Alright, so let's see what kind of shape this thing's in. Bowl's in really good condition. Doesn't really appear that there's that much going on with this thing, other than needing a general cleaning. I'm going to knock some of this dirt off. So now I'm just going to take the bolt over to my wire wheel on my bench grinder, clean this thing up. The carburetor actually doesn't look all that dirty, but with these they can be kind of touchy. Especially right here is another problem area besides this bolt. But I'm going to clean this thing off, like I said, because, you know, there's residue left over from the old gasket. So in order to do that, I always just stick them in a pair of vice grips and go to town on them. To the untrained eye, you'd almost think that's brand new now. So what I'm going to do is clean what's left of the varnish, if there is any. In really good shape. So now I'm just going to throw everything back together. Now, one thing you can also do is clean out the insides of this little hole. Don't really need to do it all that much, but it depends on the circumstance. Sometimes these carburetors, if you choose to save them, they can get all sorts of crap in there and you want to clean them out. But now we're ready to reinstall in the lawnmower. brand new gasket. We'll just install this. Alright, so now I'm just going to put the beauty cover back on. Then we'll get it back down, throw some gas in it, see if she'll start. And if it does, we'll let the oil that's in there warm up, and then we'll change it. Alright, so I did undo the spark plug boot. Well, so funny thing, this had one of those junky fast fire plugs on it, which obviously wasn't starting, as you guys saw earlier in the video. So I took the plug out, pulled the cord, wasn't getting any spark from it, threw another one on from the Horde, and there you go. These lawnmowers take about 20 ounces of oil, so I'm actually going to fill this up to 4 ounces with my Lucas oil stabilizer, which I've had good experience with in small engine stuff, but it is definitely like molasses though. And fun fact, but this stuff actually makes a really good assembly fluid too, if you're into building engines. So about 4 ounces of molasses. We're going to fill up all the way to about 20 ounces with normal SAE 30 motor oil. There we go. And now we'll just mix it up and empty the oil out of the lawnmower. Alright, so I'm going to let it warm up a bit again, and then we'll drain the old oil into that pan. And you can pull the plug out of the bottom, certainly do it that way. It doesn't really matter. Once the oil's warmed up, you'll get most of it out anyways. So let's get started. Now just to let it drain. Alright, so now we'll just drop in my magic mixture. Let it drain in. Did get a little bit extra on the side there, but not really worried about that. Anyways, meet you guys at the end of the video. Alright, so now just to check the level. Looks like it's right where it should be. But of course we're going to run it for a little bit and check it again. seems to run all right. Now I'm just gonna give it a bath and I'll meet you guys back. So this is about the end of the video. Cleaned it up a bit. Honestly, I could probably do a better job, but I'm not really all that worried about it. Most people who buy these don't really care if it's in showroom condition or not. I just want to clean off most of the muck and grime. So this one's definitely good enough. Oil level's good. Third hand in place. Let's give her a start. There we go. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Stay tuned for more. You all stay classy.